welcome to my Flosstube channel, Thread the Needle. It has been quite a while since I've given you guys an update. Life has been busy, and I know I've been saying that for a while now, but it truly has. But I'm hoping that with fall comes a little bit of normalcy and some routine. I actually got some stitching done the last couple of weeks, so I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you, and I can't wait. So let's jump in. For those of you who it's your first time here on my channel, or you're very new to my channel, welcome. This is where I share my love for full coverage cross stitch. All my pieces are full coverage, and wow, it's really hard to point when you're looking at a camera. But yes, all my pieces are full coverage pieces. Mostly Heaven and Earth designs, however I do have some that are not. For example, this one is from the Cross Stitch Studio, and this one is from an Etsy shop. But yeah, I love full coverage, and it's so much fun to stitch on. For those of you who have been around for a while and have been coming back every time I post a video, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it, and I can't wait to share with you what I have now. So let's start with Ayana. So the way I work on my whips is that I have an app on my phone that I put all of my whips into in a wheel. So those are all my, before I used to have different categories for my whips. I used to sometimes divide them into size. So the big ones, the little ones, the medium sized ones. And then of course there was a category for the whips that took a long time. So we called them SWIPs. So SWIP. And then you have the UFOs. Those are the unfinished objects. But this round, I think I've been doing it for the last maybe couple of years. I put them all into one group, and I randomly select one. That way all my projects get work done. I make good progress on some, others take a little bit longer, and I also have some focus pieces. I haven't gotten back to the focus pieces since my break over the summer of stitching. I'm hoping to. As you all know, I have a special project lined up to gift my husband for our 25th wedding anniversary, which is in 3 years. It might seem like a long time to get it done, but it's not, because of the amount of work that goes into that piece. I also have a focus piece which is supposed to be Ganesha, because I really wanted to finish it. I haven't touched it in a long time, so I really want to get back into a routine, and I'm hoping that this means I'm getting there. I'm getting close to it. So let's start with my first. Oh, right. So I was saying, wow, I am really out of practice. So the way that I select my whips, I put all of the names in a app, and it's a random selecting app. So I put them all in there, and I spin the wheel, and it tells me what I'm going to stitch on. That's it. Simple as that. And I don't waver. I don't say, oh no, I don't want to do that one today. I take it out anyway, and even if I'm not in the mood to stitch on that one, I'll at least put a few stitches in, and by the time I pick it up again the next night, I'll be in the mood to do it. But I haven't really come across a moment where when the name comes up, I'm like, oh man, I really truly love all my whips, and I can't wait to work on all of them. And because I have a different level of interest, or not level of interest, but a different type of interest in each of my pieces, I can't choose. So having it be random is really helpful to me, that the app does it for me. And so that's what I do now. And even more convenient is, as soon as one whip is selected, it automatically gets removed from future selections until I've gone through all of my whips and they've all seen a needle and thread. So that is my selection process for my whips. Moving on, I think I really like the way it goes, so I think I'm just going to continue doing it that way. So we begin with Ayana. Here is where I am today with it. It's a really lovely piece. I mean, how am I going to fold this so that I can show you the best part of it? So here is the section that I was stitching on. And it's such a joy to stitch on. I really, really enjoy it. The detail, as you can see, this is the top of her shawl that's on top of her head. So I'm really looking forward to Ayana coming around in the next rotation, because I feel like this is where a lot of the detail is going to start to emerge. And I'm very much looking forward to it, so I can't wait. Oh, another detail I should explain about my whip selection process is once a piece is selected, I aim for a few hundred stitches before I spin the wheel again. Sometimes, if I'm not feeling it, I'll stop at like 350. If I'm really into the project, I'll work until I hit maybe 500 stitches in. So that might take me 2 nights, that might take me 3 nights. Sometimes if it's a piece that either has background work and makes it go faster, or if it has confetti and it makes it go faster, you never know with these pieces. So I aim for an average of 400 to 500 stitches per project before I move on to a whip. Some are very lucky and I get into a groove and I'm able to get 600 stitches in. Some pieces, if I'm having a really good stitching session, it'll be just the one night and I can move on to another one. But most often it is at least 2 nights per project. So moving right along. Next we have Autumn Owl Trio by Heaven and Earth Designs. It's being stitched on 22 count, 2/1 full cross. All of my pieces are 2/1 full cross. No, all of my pieces are full crosses. Some of them might be 2/1, some of them might be 1/1, but all of them are full crosses. So here is where I am with Autumn Owl Trio. Sorry, as I fold it properly so that I can give you the best piece of where I was working. So here is where I've gotten. So I was able to finish this diagonal right here, moving right along into the face area, and we've got the beak coming up here, so there's a bit of confetti there, but it's coming along really nicely and I'm very much enjoying this. The colors just pop against that orange background, and let's fold it the other way, there we go. So it's nice and flat. It's a really fun piece to work on and I really like it. Next up we have Little Dreamer's Tree. Mini Little Dreamer's Tree by Heaven and Earth Designs, and on 18 count, 2/1 full cross. This is confetti filled. Anytime you have a mini from Heaven and Earth Designs, in order to fit in as much detail as they can, I'm not sure if that's, there we go, that's focused a bit better I think. In order for them to fit in as much detail as they can, there's a lot of confetti when they're trying to condense a full chart into a mini. So here's where we are with that. It's such a lovely piece. I really enjoy it. And the more I'm getting down into the piece, the more detail that's coming out. So it's very exciting. All right. As my pile falls down. It's okay. So next up is a piece that you may or may not be able to see very much of because I'm still very new into the background and not a lot has been happening. So this is Tiger Dreams by Heaven and Earth Designs. This one is 2/1 on 22 count, and it's a lot of navy and black. So I'm not sure if we'll be able to catch the color variance in the navy blue and the black. Maybe if there we go. That might do it. You might be able to tell. So the top, there's a bit of blue, navy blue there, and then black. We're slowly getting into some action here, but it's slow going, but it's kind of like an easy stitch at the moment, so we'll see how it goes. I'm still very much enjoying that. And then the final piece that I worked on in the last few days was my mini dragon charmer. This has been a work in progress for me for a long time. It was a UFO for quite a number of years, I would say. And then when I decided that I wanted to stitch all my whips, I pulled out this one along with all the other UFOs. And I've been working on it every so often whenever its name comes around. So this is Dragon Charmer by Mini Dragon Charmer by Heaven Earth Designs, and 22 count 2/1 full cross. So here's where I am. Let's see if it focuses. There we go. So it's quite lovely, and you can slowly see the picture emerging, and it's going to be lots of fun to get more work done on it. So there you go. Those are the pieces that I've worked on in the last little while. I'm not sure what my plans are. The wheel will tell me what I'm going to be working on. I have a few things to do in the next few days, so let's see how much stitching I get done. For those of you who also watch my Stitch With Me videos with Mini Forget-Me-Not, that also took a bit of a break over the summer, and I really want to get back to it, so stay tuned. That will be happening in the coming weeks, hopefully sooner rather than later. I really enjoy that one, so I definitely want to get back to the Stitch With Me videos. Also coming up, I'm going to be going to a lovely stitching retreat. It is one of the same ones I went to last year. It's so much fun to get together with friends who enjoy crafting as much as I do. Most of the people who are coming are knitters, but there are a few cross stitchers as well, which is always so much fun to know that there's other cross stitchers locally along with myself. So that's happening this weekend, and I have a few things to prepare for that, because we always do like a little raffle gift exchange, and sometimes it's just because most of them are knitters. Usually the gift that I think about doing is a knitting related. So it'll be, you know, some really nice yarn or something like that. This year I decided to actually make something. So one of the only things that I can knit properly, because I've done the pattern so many times, is a pair of wrist warmers. So I've been working hard on making that. So maybe I'll take a picture of it before my weekend away so that I can post it here on what they look like before I gift it away in the exchange. So I'll be busy doing that for a little bit, but I look forward to continuing with the progress that I've made so far on my whips. Always exciting. And before you know it, it's gonna be Christmas. So what are my Christmas plans? I had so much fun last year with my countdown to Christmas. It was just the best time. So I'm gonna do it again. So I am of course gonna do my coffee surprise. So I will have to buy the coffee calendar again, because that was just the best. I really enjoyed that. And then I'm doing my gift exchange with my local knitting group here as well. So that'll be part of my daily update for Christmas countdown. The only thing I'm debating about is I really enjoyed allowing my followers on Instagram vote for which project I'm going to stitch on the next day. The part I'm not sure about is, I don't know if you remember, but for each day I also had a surprise challenge for each stitch. Like, I don't know, stitch cross country or start on the other side of the page. They were all like super random, and I had difficulties trying to think of 12 different challenges, stitching challenges to do, and then I just repeated them to get the 24. So I might just nix that part of it and just do a number stitching challenge. Say, you know, stitch 150 stitches on this project in one night, or, you know, 200, or there's that. Or I might do a mix, because I got to go back and see what the challenges were that I did last year. If you guys have any ideas, please let me know. I'm open to ideas of various different stitching challenges. I even threw in, I don't think I did parking because I'm not a fan of it, but if I really need to, I will add that. Some of the challenges were fun, some not so much. It was all around a great time. So if any of you would like to suggest some stitching challenges that I can use for my countdown to Christmas, or if I should just keep it to a number, like, you know, how many I should stitch for that challenge, then I'm open to that too. So any ideas are all welcome, and I look forward to hearing from you all. It has been lovely to be back at it, and I look forward to more stitching and more updates. Stay tuned. Have a wonderful night, evening, day, wherever you are. Happy stitching. Bye.